variant which is known as CCR532, which has missing 32 base pairs. So this variant is present in two copies, like it is inherited in people, one from each parent. So why did he select this protein? He already knew that almost around 1% non-European population are usually born with both the copies that have missing 32 base pair and are found to be highly resistant to HIV infection and found to be healthy. But how this experiment failed, that was due to mosaic effect that was observed. So what did his team? They tried to not delete all the 32 base pairs, but they tried to cut out the CCR5 using CRISPR at one end of the natural deletion, and then deleted 15 base pairs in loose copies, and they also delete in the other. Also in Nana, they did the same. Like CCR5 copy was added, and in one and further, it was observed that genetic mosaic was observed because mixture of edited and unedited cells, which is known but this was failed attempt. But it was also observed by researchers that in 2016 that there was if you knock out one or both of the CCR5, that can enhance memory and cognition. So might as well over here CRISPR twins or also show the enhanced memory and cognition. Uh, so did this CRISPR help like by producing first ever gene edited babies? That is due to off-target and on-target effects, and also due to risk of mosaicism that can might non-resistance to HIV infection. So in one of the interviews, Poider had also mentioned that it wasn't necessary that editing should be used for the human embryos. And so as this can be passed on from generation to generation. So this after all failed, and yet we are not ready for human modifications. Next is role of CRISPR in COVID-19. As we all know, COVID-19, the worldwide pandemic caused due to SARS-CoV-2, a novel coronavirus. So let's see how does it look like. So it has four structural proteins, that is enveloping spike protein, that is S1 and S2, RNA, which is a positive RNA strand of about 32 kb base pairs, and nucleocapsid, and there are proteins in the nucleocapsid, and also M proteins, that is membrane proteins. So these spike proteins are sufficient, and they have sufficient efficiency to bind to the ACE2 receptors on the host cells, that is human cells. ACE2 is angiotensin converting enzyme 2, and further replication and translation and transcription of the genome is carried out in the host organism, and then the virus is released, and after that it shows the symptoms such as upper respiratory and lower respiratory symptoms. Also for its detection, there are various approaches which are observed, which are um, based on different variants that can be used of Cas proteins, such as Cas13 and Cas12, and even F and Cas9, that helps, and that is portable and also inexpensive platform that can be used to detect the nucleic acids. First is the Sherlock technique, that is specific high sensitivity enzymatic liquid. Second is detector, which is a kind of rapid detection technique. Next is all-in-one dual CRISPR Cas12, where we Cas12 um, proteins for rapid and ultra-sensitive detection of the coronavirus. And next is Cas13 based detection, and final one, the next one is that function Cas9 technique, which is used for the detection of SARS-CoV-2. Let's look one of the technique, that is Sherlock technique, which is used as antiviral strategy. So this uses Pac-Man, which is